everybody. So I managed to sell both of my prints. The American Flamingo made 24,000 quid and the Yellow Crowned Heron made 21,000. I mean, it's not bad for a £10 investment now, is it? Oh, now I know I've got commission to come off that, but still. Do you know, I've never been to an auction before. It was all very exciting. Mind you, the tension was almost unbearable once the bids started to roll in from across the world. And when the first one got past 20,000, Lara grabbed my arm so tightly I could feel her nails digging in. But we managed to keep a lid on it until both the prints were sold. And then we made a beeline for the ladies where we just completely let rip. So excited. Do you know, they were both bought by the same person and they're being shipped off to America. Gosh, it's been a journey, hasn't it? And the strange thing is that once we'd calmed down and we popped outside for some fresh air, I suddenly felt very peaceful. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it. Peaceful. Like the waves were no longer crashing in. So I can now finally pay off all my credit card debts and some other bills. And for the first time in my adult life, I'm going to be debt free. And I'll actually have some money left over in the bank. Lara suggested that I should open an ISA. But I didn't want to show my ignorance in front of her. But what exactly is an ISA? I mean, even the celebrations afterwards were quite muted for me. I mean, the old Jenny, she would have been having shots and clubbing till dawn. But no, this time it was just Lara and me having a nice quiet meal at an Italian with a couple of bottles of wine. She even commented on how relaxed I seemed for somebody who had just made 45,000 quid. And so, well, we got talking and it just kind of all came out, really. I mean, well, the last few years have been a bit tough for me, in all honesty. What with the divorce and working a dead-end job, amongst other things. Do you know, at times it felt like if there was a light at the end of the tunnel, then it must have been attached to a train going in the opposite direction. But then I suddenly realised that I was talking to someone who had witnessed their husband dying right before their eyes. But she was really good. Typical Lara. She even held my hand when I got a bit weepy. And she said that she had no idea that I'd been through the mill and I was so unhappy. But you know what they say. No rain, no flowers. Which got me thinking. Now, I'm old enough to know that life isn't all beer and skittles. And trust me, there's going to be days where they're bloody hard to get through. But on those days, all you can do is shelter from the storm. And just know that one day the rain will stop, the sun will shine again, and the flowers will bloom once more. I said I didn't know my cousin could be so philosophical. And so she admitted that it wasn't one of hers, but was in fact one of Francesca's little sayings. Which was even more remarkable because all Francesca usually talks about is tennis. But there is a connection. Now, there is a tennis player whose name I've completely forgotten. But anyway, she was riddled with injuries, no end of operations on her wrists and ankles. and at various points doctors told her that she would never be able to play tennis again. But she fought back, and despite everything, she even won Wimbledon. But it was during the darkest days that she got a tattoo which says, "No rain, no flowers." I think that's a lovely story. Do you know, I think I might get the same one. I mean, it would be an improvement on the Mickey Mouse now, wouldn't it? Oh, no, not there. God, no, not again. Oh, you know, I feel like my life has finally turned a corner. I mean, I'm going to be working in a job with people that I actually like. I've got no financial worries. And the boyfriend, well, yeah, he drives me mad and I could throttle him some days. But he thinks the world of me. And you know, I think he even loves me just as much as he loves Pep Guardiola. But the jury is still out on that one. Anyway, I think I'll spend some money on a mini break in New York. I mean, I've always wanted to go. I'll take the boyfriend with me, of course, and it would be a great chance to see Alice. No rain, no flowers. Yeah, it's a good one, that. So listen, if you're ever having a bad day, and we all have them, just know that you're not alone. To quote REM, everybody hurts sometimes. So just remember, no rain, no flowers. Oh, I like that. Hey, anyway, you take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.